Hey YouTube fans, it's Gary again. I'm here to make another video. I got something really cool right behind me here, and I'm telling you, I bought this car just on a whim to sell it. I got a good deal on it, and I really bought it, you know, just as a piece of inventory for the lot. But once I got on this thing, I was immediately in love, and I think this is my new daily driver, folks. First of all, cue my intro. All right, folks. Well, this car is black, so I probably should have made the first step of this video going and washing it. Maybe we'll run through the automatic car wash real quick, but this car, not even a car I was really aware of in existence. At least I didn't know how powerful it was. But this is a 2002 Jaguar XJR supercharged. Now, there are multiple versions of this car. They are not all supercharged. This car, folks, this is like strapping a rocket pack to a chimpanzee. It is, I don't even know how to describe it. Now, you know, first of all, I try to preface the fact that, you know, all cars are fast now. There's the 911, by the way. We did a initial video on that at one point. I need to do an update because I think everything that was wrong with it at the time is now fixed. But anyway, the 911 as it sits in my garage right now. But without me going into a huge story, I guess I just wasn't aware how fast this car actually was. And, you know, we go into that preface of all cars are fast now because I don't want, hold on, pop in the hood. I don't want somebody in the comments to get all smart with me and tell me how their Honda Accord could outrun this car. Because it probably can. It's a 2001 and everything's faster now. But compared to cars in 2001 and compared to most cars that I've driven, at least lately, this thing, I mean, it runs like a friggin' scalded dog. It is a mean machine. Now, I'm no mechanic and I don't have a whole lot of knowledge of engines, but gosh, man, I know this was during the Ford era, and this is a 4.0 V8 with a supercharger, and it looks a lot like a Mustang engine. Now, if my Mustang history is correct, in 2001, the Mustang would have actually been running a 4.6. So I don't know if it is the same engine or if it's modified somehow, or, you know, sometimes these car companies will do a deal together where they'll make some modifications to an engine for another car. But just appearance wise, it looks a lot like a Mustang engine. See the supercharger there on the front. As far as I know, this is all stock. Gosh, look at that wire right there. That thing is ate up. Okay, so we might have just discovered a problem that we weren't even looking for. That is an ate up wire right there. I don't even know what that connection is, but so anyway, put the hood down. Some of my videos have been getting way too long, so I'm going to try not to lollygag around here. Get this thing out on the road. Our special new toy that we've been seeing for the last few videos. Got it? The Draggy. This video is not sponsored by Draggy. However, in post-production at some point, hopefully Draggy will give me a sponsorship, and this is just the coolest thing in the world. Very fun to play with. Just hook this thing up to my phone by Bluetooth and get out and run the balls off of this car, and it gives me all the numbers. Love it. Very cool. Anyway, let's get this thing out on the road and talk about the inside. So the first thing I'll say about this car is it is luxury. Okay, I had a heat on this morning, so we're gonna turn some AC on. Definitely no more heat today. It's probably about I don't know, 70 degrees here in Clarksburg today. Nice tinted windows in here. If you are an XJR or Jaguar or XJ expert, please maybe answer some of my questions and tell me what some of these things do, because there are definitely buttons in here that I have not figured out yet at this point. And we will open up Mr. Sunroof. I haven't had that open yet. Glad to see it works since I hit the button. This is always an adventure with used cars, folks. You never know what's going to work correctly. You know, one of those kind of things that could have opened up halfway, and maybe after the video's over, when I go to close it, is when I'll get the surprise. Actually, let's just test it real quick here. Oh no, we're good. No problem. Opens and closes like normal. Good, good, good. We're off to an excellent start. Okay, so there are two light buttons here. The actual headlights are actually down here on the column control, and I just leave them on auto. They go on and off by themselves. There's also an on and a driving light and an off. The top button here is the fog lights. This bottom button, I can't figure out what it does. I was trying to figure it out last night, and I just don't see anything happening. Of course, we just found a wire that looks like something chewed through it up there, so hopefully something's not disconnected. But tell me down in the comments if you know what that button is supposed to light up. I guess I need to look at it again tonight. I didn't actually get out of the car with the button pushed to see if I could see what was lit up, but don't know what that is. So if you know what the bottom light button is, let me know down in the comments. Of course, power windows, memory seats, nothing really too unusual there. It's got pretty generic controls over here for the tripometer, and there's a few little things in there like range and miles per gallon. Nice analog clock, which, because I'm so used to not having one in the car, I really never pay attention to or even think that it's there. But I think it gives it kind of a classy, luxurious feel, so I like the analog clock there. This has got the old school tape player. I got attacked by a bee. Dude, you gotta get out of here, bro. Come on. Out the window. Out, out, go. Oh, come on, bro. Not cool. Okay. Hopefully I can edit the F word out of there. Anyway, let's put this thing in gear, get this thing on the road before I'm attacked by it anymore. Since nature's coming after me, let's get moving here. All right. But anyway, this thing does have a 12-disc changer. I was talking about the stereo. I forgot what I was doing when I was attacked by nature. So 12-disc changer, cassette player, of course AM, FM, obviously. The buttons up here, I think I know what all of them do. That is actually the lock and unlock button for the doors. Doesn't have a lock and unlock button. It's just whichever it is not, it becomes when you hit this button. Valet button, I'm not really sure how that works. I'm guessing it disables the trunk probably. Heated seats, left and right. Traction control off. We'll definitely take advantage of that one here in a few minutes. And hazard flashers. I'm not going to go over the climate controls, of course. They're pretty standard. You know, because of copyright rules, I cannot jack up the stereo in this, but it's actually an Alpine stereo, and let me tell you folks, it sounds spectacular. It actually has a subwoofer mounted back there. I don't know if you can see it. It's actually mounted up there on the ledge of the back window, but it just sounds great. I mean, this Alpine system, I need like something I can carry around with me to play, so I'm not violating copyright. But I mean, it sounds great. Anyway, it bumps like a old school system from 2001. And I'm guessing this is all straight from the factory. Nothing looks like it's been upgraded. Those Alpine speakers, I'm guessing, came in this thing. I'll have to look that up and verify it. As far as problems, this has not been detailed. There's a little grossness inside the ashtray. It's got this super cool cup holder. Oh, switchblade cup holder. And inside there, we've got some junk and also some change. And apparently we had a pool player. Look at that. I got their lip balm. Lots of trash. Okay, anyway, some cleaning up to do there, but not right this second. Let's get this thing out on the road and see what it can do. Okay folks, switched over to 360 video now. This is my chosen way to shoot these because I can actually switch back and forth between looking at myself and looking out the window or whatever. And you know, I can actually look down at some of these controls and stuff without touching the camera. So I think it's super cool. Somebody in the comments, just one person watching last time, complained about my fisheye lens because it is a 360 camera. I have a GoPro 360 Max, but I think it's super cool and it makes my life a little easier with editing. I feel like I can do it in one take instead of taking multiple pieces of video and editing them together. I don't know if you heard it just now yet, but I'll tell you about that in a second. Anyway, just to finish my thought, that camera angle all the way around 360, and I can go into the editing software and choose which angle to use, move it around, adjust it as we're going. So it is very, very cool for photo editing, video editing after, because I can even use multiple videos. Like when we talk about this gear shifter in a second, I can focus in on that. Anyway, the car, I'm trying to get my phone out of my pocket, I'm sorry, my phone is, I had to get the Max, the new one, so it's too big for my pocket and kind of a problem. But anyway, this thing right now, it's nearly perfect. The one issue with it is once again guys, you're always going to be reminded that I'm not a mechanic. I am a car guy in enthusiasm but not really in knowledge. So I think they're called bushings. So the thingamajiggers that connect the suspension frame, whatever, to the body, they are completely worn out on this car. They had some kind of red organic material that went in between, because they're like they're powered where I got the suspension button down here. I don't know, hopefully I can move the camera so you can see that. When the suspension button, I can't talk, the suspension button is pushed, it's supposed to be a lot stiffer. So they're like electronic suspension, stiffens up the car, and I can tell a difference when it's hit. It is working. But what it does right now is probably not working to full capacity, because like I said, that red organic material, it's like soft, like rubbery, is completely disintegrated over time. Sorry folks, had to take a little phone call there. It was my dad, GL Keith the First. So anyway, I don't remember what I was talking about at all. I know I was talking about the suspension, but I don't know where I left off. So through the magic of editing, I'll either fix this and continue on, or you'll just hear me say some stuff again. Anyway, it was a biodegradable, rubbery type substance, and it has completely disintegrated, like around these bushings, fittings, connections, whatever you want to call them. There's actually a red dust, and the remainder's still in there. Now it still works, there's no lights on or anything, but it's definitely not performing the way it's supposed to. And it also may have bad shocks or struts or something else. There's no rust or anything under there. Whatever it is, they're just, you know, needing replaced. So as you hear me hitting bumps, you'll probably hear it sounding like it's like bottoming out, metal on metal. Anyway, it sounds like it's like bottoming out. It sounds terrible. My mechanic told me not to worry about it. Can't hurt anything, not doing any damage. So I am going to get those ordered this week and get those replaced, whatever is making that noise, to make this thing ride as good as it looks. But as of right now, it does have a kind of terrible noise. So first thing we're going to do today is go run through the car wash at Rosebud Plaza, just because I want this thing to look a little better, not only for the remainder of this video, but just because I'm vain and I love this car and I want it to look good as I drive it around today and this evening. And it's not supposed to rain for a few days, so let's get it generally shined up. It's already pretty clean, so I think I should be able to just run through the touchless car wash. Don't take your cars through anything that touches it. I know the detergent is still not great for the car, even though I do touchless, but I'm lazy. So we're gonna let a little detergent hit it, yes, but never go through a car wash that touches, especially a black car like this one, because it will absolutely ruin your car. All right, I'm just gonna let the video run here. Alright folks, we're turning on the draggy, initiating it. There we go, it's on. So we're gonna go out here to one of my favorite test spots, Armory Road. So the draggy right now is connecting with satellites. It looks like I only have about a 50% battery, so we're gonna have to get her done here pretty quick. One thing about this car, it is absolutely insane. The 0-60 on this car is not really as crazy, it seems, as the high end. You know, I'd say probably the 0 to 100 is much more impressive, and the like rolling race 50 and up or so. And there was a deputy right there. He continued on. I want to make sure he wasn't going to follow me or anything. Alright. So let's get to the straight part here. So one thing weird about this car is the shifter. You can see it's a 4-speed shifter, I guess, but it has 2, 3, and 4 in a row, and they're backwards. So you go up there and go forward, and then start there. Let's put these windows down. I'm going to leave the traction control on for the first test. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. guess you just don't shift it first to second, and then you got to make that third shift, second to third, manually down here. It's just a really weird shifter, if you ask me. I don't know. But it is an automatic. Very fast for an automatic. Let's do it one more time here. We got one good reading for the draggy. We'll get one more. 3, 2, 1. Got a little loose gravel there. That wasn't the best takeoff, and I had to hit the brakes for the UPS man. I didn't want him to see me burning down this road 100 miles an hour, so I laid off. So we didn't get a great reading there. We'll go up here in this parking lot. The Armory in Clarksburg, West Virginia is the official place that we do burnout tests. And I already know this car will do one heck of a burnout, so this should be a good video. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Nice. Well, we did like half a donut. We'll do one more little straight burnout here. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I got traction that time somehow. Anyway. Alright, let's get out of here before the cops get here. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Lost my draggy. No idea where it went. I'm sure it was bouncing around. I didn't even see it go. Anyway, those tests are completed pretty impressively. If you don't like the look and sound of that, you are not a car person. Alright, so I'm going to walk in the sheets here. Hopefully also find my draggy wherever it went. We'll be right back. Alright folks, I got my sheet stop done. Got a new pair of sunglasses. Didn't really need to buy a pair, but didn't have any and didn't want to go back to the house. And I was annoyed by not having a pair, so I had to spend $20 at Sheets. And I had to buy some lottery tickets. All important things in life. Anyway, back to our road test using the draggy. Anyway, the 0 to 60 is, I don't think, amazing in this car. It's all right. But what is crazy is when that supercharger really gets rolling. I'd say it's maybe, I don't know, 45 miles an hour maybe. It just never stops pulling. Like, I don't have the dedication or the balls to keep pushing it as far as it would go. I usually let off of it at 100 or so, 110. But I mean, it feels like it has a lot of acceleration left after that. A lot. Anyway, passing another police officer. We're gonna try to stay out of jail today. I'm a little worried with all the police I'm seeing. This might be a bad day for what I'm about to do. Anyway, I'll just run some footage and fast forward as I drive across this road and get back to the highway. Okay, folks, that deputy is not chasing me, it doesn't look like, but I thought I was busted for sure. I wasn't going that fast. I was only going, I think, about 68, but I think it's, I don't even know what the speed limit is there. I don't know if it's 55 or 60, but I pulled out from behind that truck and he was like right in front of me. So I don't think he pulled out. He must have been busy doing something. It looked like he was looking down. Anyway, way too many police on the road today. We are not going to do what I was planning on doing. I was planning on taking the draggy out here on the highway or on 79 and really opening it up, but not going to happen. I don't need any legal problems today. Because we only drive under the speed limit here at Hoopty in the Hills. There's another one. Woo. I'm telling you, man. We like to get put under the jail. We've been running this thing hard today. We're lucky we got those short 0 to 60s in. I don't think we pulled a whole quarter mile. There's not quite enough space there on that road I use. But, oh well. No jail for me today. When you see like 4 or 5 cops in like 20 minutes, it's a sign. It's a sign, folks. Don't do it. Don't be stupid. Alright, so I did get a low coolant warning once there. It went back off, so it must not be real low. That's definitely something we need to check on and make sure we're not pushing it too hard here or anything. Might be burning up some coolant, or it might be leaking somewhere. I don't know. Alright folks, I'm on hold with the power company. Doing an upgrade on the power at my building, but just want to do a 15-second update on this car. It's the Cadillac DTS. If you remember, we had some problems with the hood and back here on the back on the fender, across the back here. The quick 30-second update is, as you can see, this hood is prepped and it's going to get painted later today. And after that, we will have pretty much a perfect car. We just had some places on this where the paint was coming off. It was loose. See right here, this is all sanded down and ready to be finished, repainted. Anyway, so once this is done, I'll do a update video and show you how nice and pretty and shiny it is. But right now, it is prepped and ready to be painted. Well, Hoopty fans, I don't really have a good ending for this video. Unfortunately, things didn't work out great. The police were all over us and we couldn't do what we wanted to do. And then we had a low coolant light and I ended up putting this car on the shelf for a little while. It was just a leaky hose, a quick look from my mechanic, and he found it pretty quickly. But we didn't have time to fix it today, and I really wanted to get this video put out. So later on we'll do an update video, and it'll be a short one, but we'll take it out on the highway and get some real times out of it. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed today's video. Please like and subscribe so you can see the next one. I'm going to have some really cool cars coming up soon, and I hope you don't miss it. Thank you.